And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. Ask what you can do for your country. Ask what you can do for your country.
What's up, CCHS? I'm Mikayla, the media director for The Harbinger. It's a new year, new election season. The 2020 election is the perfect time for students to express their opinions, inspire change, and to participate in democracy. But the crazy thing is, it hasn't always been that way for 18-year-olds. In 1972, Congress passed into legislation the right for 18-year-olds to vote, after a sweeping slogan swept through the United States: old enough to fight, old enough to vote. It's crazy to think that a simple slogan started by many 18-year-olds was all it took Congress to extend the right to 18-year-olds to vote. And while this did work in the elections of 76, 80, and 84, which had a steady voter turnout of young voters 18 through 29 of 48%, in the election of 88, that percentage dropped down 5% to 43%. But in the election of 92, it did skyrocket back up to 52%, the highest it's ever been. But sadly, in 1996, voter turnout among young 18-year-olds through 29-year-olds was at 36%, the lowest it's ever been. Since 2004, young voter turnout has been between 45 and 49%, with 2016 coming in at a promising 46%. Now you have to wonder, will these numbers keep going higher? And will the 2020 election bring in a record-breaking high or record-breaking lows for young voter turnout? How important do you think high school and college-age voters are going to be?
Well, historically, high school and college-age voters typically don't vote as much as older people do, but I think that our new generation, Gen Z, is finally starting to be able to vote now, and I think we have a lot of unique perspectives, and I think we are really passionate about the issues that'll affect us later on, like climate change and stuff like that. So I think there will be a big amount of people that come out and actually vote, and yeah.
While a great voter turnout is pretty amazing, that voter turnout only is effective if you are going out and voting for the candidate that you think is best and that think aligns with your opinions. Emphasis on the you. 58.4% of young voters ages 18 through 19 are more likely to vote for the candidate that aligns with their parents' party's affiliation. However, after 1 year of college, that percentage drops down to 54%. And after graduation from college, that percentage is sliced in half to 27%. Why is that? According to the Center of Civic Learning and Research, this percentage drops from 54 to 27% because colleges with varying political ideologies force students to reevaluate their own opinions, whether they know it or not. ZCHS may not be a college campus, but this doesn't mean that it's extremely important for you to form your own opinions when taking it to the polls. What would you say to people who are still on the fence about whether or not they want to register and vote?
I would say just go out and see who your candidates are, see what your options are. I feel like you should vote anyway because even if you're still on the fence, voting is kind of crucial and important to our changes in our nation and what can happen overall as a whole. And overall, voting is one of your rights, and I feel like even if you don't know who to vote for, I feel like you should just see what the people have to offer and give it a shot.
I feel like people just need to be educated about it. People need to go out there and they need to understand what's going on rather than just following their parents' opinions. So don't just do what your parent tells you to do and vote for your parent votes for, because they'll never be able to tell who you really voted for. So
Students, get out and vote this election round if you can. Research candidates in all parties. Visit their websites. Read the proposed bills and plans of actions. This is your election. This is your vote. This is your democracy. Make the most of it.